I ate tons of barbecue sardines before going on stage. Like every time I burp for like 2 days, there's like just fish coming into my mouth. Yeah, I'll sign it. Let's do it. Where should we go?
Now we deface. Defund and deface. This is cool, man. I didn't even see it. Oh man, you want to hear a crazy Rocky story?
Sure.
So, our first label that really supported us was Sympathy for the Record Industry. So when we go to Long Gone's, he had the craziest shit you've ever seen. Like Charles Manson, girls' jackets, Iggy Pop's fucking jacket with the cheetah on the back of it, like from Raw Power. Like he had the Mummy's car, the original one, the hearse or whatever, So I was hanging out with him once, and then he had just visited Roky Erickson in the mental hospital, and Rocky had like 5 different pairs of glasses on, and like every few minutes he'd be like, "Oh, Long Gone, I have to do my homework," and he'd have an upside down physics book, and he would just be drawing, right? So then like there was a stack of papers, and then the hospital was like, "Oh great, another stack," and then Long Gone's like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Oh, he makes this every week, like fucking stack of papers." He's like, "Yo, just give them to me, like I'll take them." So he takes them, and then they're just random drawings and like of like a chessboard with pickles and skulls and like just insane stuff. So then he's also got the word AAE all over it, like AAE, AAE. And then I keep looking, and I find an ancient enemy, right? Now, when I was arrested 10 times, and the 10th time they put me in solitary confinement for 1 month in Arizona. Back to Rocky, so
Right.
AAE, right?
Yeah.
So when they were putting me in the suicide tank, right, they literally put me in a pickle suit. It was a green thing with no sleeves, just like that, Velcroed, like that. So they would put me next to the rubber room, and they were like, if you go one step further, you're gonna go in there, and we're gonna put you in a fucking straitjacket, right? Oh yeah, the AAE. Yeah. So in the rubber room, when they always walked me by it, everywhere was written AAE, AAE. And I was like, I got goosebumps. I was like, Rocky. Rocky for me is so, like, not only one of the most important people in my life, I got to meet him. I did his tarot cards. Actually, we played here. We opened for them at Levitation Fest, Sure. And like, I was staying in the hotel, and I was in an elevator with him the first time I met him. And no joke. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I was gushing, like, hey, Rocky, like, I fucking love you, dude. Like, you don't understand. And then he's like, what's your name? And I was like, King Kong. And he loves King Kong.
Sure.
Right? So like he goes, King Kong? Right? And like it's like as if I turned into a monkey in front of him, you know what I mean? If you look at the origins of psychedelic music, right, it all started because of Life magazine printed an article about Maria Sabina, the mushroom witch of like Mexico. And she was healing people, but that Life magazine article opened Bob Dylan's eyes and everyone else to like, what's the psychedelic church that's happening there, And Rocky and them were doing DMT in the studio when they did their first album and all that stuff. And like, I honestly remember even taking acid and listening to the first album and being like, I'm in the room with them. Like, the sound is so perfect, And then when you hear the lyrics of Slip Inside This House and all this stuff, you're like, these dudes were like talking to Maya, the Bedouin tribes ascending. Like what's more insane than an American singing about a fucking Arab? In a beautiful way.
Too, yeah.
It set my path. Like I knew that I had to follow that path, And like even Janis Joplin moved here because of the elevators and wanted to be their backup singer, And then Rocky says that James Brown was the scream that he tried to emulate in his music. So it all comes back to R&B, And Rocky, I relate to him so well because I have been so crazy sometimes and desperate for like, oh shit, like I don't know what label you are, but if you're gonna make me 100 copies I can sell on the road, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The homeless thing, like I'm playing sitar for homeless people here. That's it. I'm not trying to get shows and all that kind of stuff. I just go to parking lots. I go to people who are just, and yesterday, we're walking near One in a Million, and there's a dumpster, and there's a black dude in a dumpster who's like Scrooge McDuck in like money. You know what I mean? He's just like up and down, and then he sees him from far away. He's like, oh shit, let's go ask him. The effect of sitar, because you don't know what it is, and when you hear like meow, and this Indian classical music is the perfect music for pain.
You know, and like his eyes and his face, it was just like squinting and just being so beautiful, you know. And it reminded me of actually when I played for handicapped children, you know, or at a tattoo studio. When people have pain and they hear that, it matches the sound of their pain. And yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm vomiting a lot of information. Gold Rush, baby.
Yeah.
Neil Young. And I won't order coffee on your tablet, but I will steal Twinkies. I bought 2 boats. You know, I want to have a sitar on one boat and the drummer is floating around me in another boat. You know, like make wizard shit.
Not home.
Not without home.
Feature tits on Santa at half-price books, dude. I'm not even joking. Oh, doo-doo, all right.
Yeah, dude.
Is that the fart that I
They're
said?
both shit, you see.
Autograph. 40 minutes. Can you believe that?
Fresh canvas. I'd like to thank you for your song Taste Buds. It gets stuck in my head all the time.
Tastebuda. You know what's funny is that we did a radio show at you know that in Houston there's a place where the Easter Everywhere was recorded, International Records. I don't know, it's a radio station now, but the Mexican lady there, yeah, she was saying. She's like, I gotta tell you the truth that I have 2 children, 2 sons, and they love Coconut Barbecue, and I was playing. The song Taste Bud came on, and I didn't want to shock the kids, so I just put the volume down slowly. And then he's like, "Mom, what's a cunt?" There's so many stories like that. Oh my god. I love pirates. As they said, I farted in Lindsay Lohan's face. You did that, right? I didn't flirt. I mooned her very closely to her face, but not farting. That's why I love Roky. You know, like doing his homework in the mental asylum. Like he's really doing his physics homework and he's reading things upside down. Yeah. That's just the way he is. Our freedom will always win. And as long as you delve into that and keep that going, you know, we're good.